Boss, through to round 4 of the FA Cup with a comfortable victory this afternoon. What was your assessment of that display from your team?
Yeah, it's a cup game, and in the cup game it just counts that you go through into the next round. We did this with a win, with a clean sheet win against a highly motivated side who really went for this during this game. But 2-0 win after 90 minutes, I take this all day long.
Yeah, how important was the fast start from your side coming out of the traps, really firing early on?
Yes, we had of course today several changes and many players on the pitch who played either the first time or the first time since several months, like for example Bali Mumba or so Xavi Quintilla, Jacob Lungi, the first time more or less in the midfield position, Daniel Baden on the pitch, also Przemysław Placheta, first time since after his injury involved in the starting lineup. Jordan Hugill, he had to wait for a while also after his injury. It's then always, you expect a bit difficult start. We had the first few moments we were not really in the game, but after that a really good spell with two great team goals and had a few other chances also in the first half. Second half I got the feeling we were a bit too much concentrated to bring it over the line and played a bit too slow and too many backward passes, but also a bit understandable, because the players were involved the first time for such a long period on the pitch. Of course they're getting a bit more tired, and the players I brought in, and it's also not that easy because they're not used to come in as a substitution. Then sometimes it looks sometimes even a bit scruffy anyhow. And we had of course several good chances. I think Timo Pukki hit the post and Kenny McLean a good chance, but they had also there 3 or 4 good situations, and it was good in this moment to have really Daniel Baden really fully switch on today and with a good performance. I'm pretty delighted for him. Many compliments in general. So I'm pretty delighted that we were able to return back to the dressing room also with a clean sheet. And of course we know that if we play with a full squad and really full in our rhythm, we can deliver even better performances. But to go through with a clean sheet, when I take this all day long, and for that, compliments to that.
Yeah, but when you look at some of the moments in the game, Coventry, there weren't any real spells where Coventry dominated parts of the game. So in terms of how the game was managed from your team's perspective, were you pleased with that?
Yes, in general we dominate this game, but I think we allowed them a few too many situations to be there with a shot. In this moment, thank God we had Daniel Baden really spot on. I think we could have returned to the dressing room even a bit more comfortable with giving less away. But this happens when you have several changes anyhow, and the players are not used to play that much together in this personal situation anyhow, and for several players the first game after a while, so you need a bit till you're back in your best rhythm. So for that, we expected this. The most important topic is again clean sheet, and that we also scored more goals than the opponent. We scored 2 today against also Coventry side who went for it. They played more or less with their best lineup today, and or nearly their best lineup, and for that good win for us, and I'm pretty pleased.
Yeah, and you mentioned Daniel Baden, but looking at other elements on the pitch, obviously Przemysław Placheta with the assist, Jordan Hugill with his goal as well. In terms of the confidence that will give those kinds of players who have been on the fringes of the team recently, that'll be beneficial going forward, won't it?
Yes, definitely, and they deserve it. So it's good also for Jordan, for striker, offensive player. It's always beneficial if they score. Also for Xavi, for Bali Mumba, for Przemek to have many minutes under their belt. I think we scored great goals. When I think about our first goal, great team goal from the build-up with vertical passes, great movement of Przemek, and then a class assist of Todd Cantwell and a pretty clinical finish of Kenny McLean. The second goal was Scandinavian duo in the midfield with 2 good winnings of the ball. At first Alex and Jacob. After that, again, good situation of Przemek with a great cross and a great striker move of Jordan Hugill, and then he was really focused to bring this header over the line. Good goals, without any doubt. Of course, I would have preferred to score even a few more, but I'm much more delighted with a clean sheet win, and for that, good for many players, good for us, and we're in the next round.
Yeah, just a final bit before we finish. Zimbo went off at half-time. Is there an injury there, or was it just a case of giving him a rest?
Yes, he felt some pain and some awareness in this muscle around his hip. We have to assess him tomorrow, so we didn't want to take any risk in this game. We don't expect a major injury, but he felt something, and we have to assess it further on. I don't think it's too bad, but we have to wait a little bit.